Hi friends, how are you doing? Do you know where was COVID-19 first reported in India? It was in the state of Kerala back in January. Months later, now India has close to 200,000 cases. Still, Kerala is one of the safest places with fewer COVID cases. How does Kerala keep a check on the COVID counts despite the fact that new patients come to Kerala on a daily basis from in and out of India?
As soon as a COVID-19 case is confirmed in Kerala, departments start tracing each and every person who has come in contact with that COVID patient, be it someone who traveled in the same bus or his contacts during a prayer session or a wedding ceremony. Each and every one of them are contacted and closely monitored for any symptoms. Case by case, home quarantine or isolation is suggested. This is like a detective work. These stringent steps in contact tracing is crucial in keeping the virus from spreading. But throughout the world, COVID-19 is moving faster than contact tracers can follow up. In this video, we explain the exciting new advancements in contact tracing with the help of your smartphones.
So, what is contact tracing? It's the process of identifying people who may have come in contact with an infected person. Identifying these people will help to test them, send them to quarantine, thereby stopping the spread of coronavirus. The traditional contact tracing techniques are labor intensive. Initially, 2,200 contact tracing agents were recruited in the USA. But the estimated requirement is 300,000 contact tracers for it to be effective. Another important factor is the effectiveness of traditional contact tracing depends greatly on the patient's memory. How much he or she recollect about his activities and contacts during the past couple of weeks. Letting technology do this challenging detective work is a game changer in combating COVID-19.
You might have already heard about apps like Arogya Setu in India and Al Hosn in UAE. These are examples of existing contact tracing apps by governments. There are many third-party apps as well, but make sure you install only the apps that your government suggests. This way you can make sure that your private data doesn't end up with random people. Your data is safer with your own government rather than some unknown companies. Now, there are some very exciting alternatives without compromising any of your data. Keep watching to learn more about it.
First, let's see how these contact tracing apps work. Might sound a bit technical, don't worry, I'll make it as simple as possible. The most recent contact tracing technology makes use of Bluetooth. Today's smartphones are all Bluetooth enabled. It has a Bluetooth transmitter and a receiver. Each Bluetooth device has a unique address. Cell phones constantly transmit this address, advertising its presence within its range. Every nearby cell phones receive this address. This is how Bluetooth devices discover each other. And whenever we want to communicate with a particular device, we explicitly pair them. So these paired devices save each other's addresses and can transfer pictures, files, or any sort of data.
Later, when these devices go far apart and come back together, they remember each other and connect automatically. So you don't have to pair them each time you want to send files. Briefly, what you have to remember is, even though every smartphone broadcasts their presence to each other, they remember only the ones we want them to. So you have got a basic idea about how Bluetooth works.
This is where our story starts. What if every smartphone starts to remember each other it comes across? This is how contact tracing apps work. And from a Bluetooth signal's intensity and duration, a phone understands how close or for how long someone was. This information, including the time, are saved onto your phone. If GPS is enabled, location is also saved.
Next, when someone gets tested positive for COVID-19, they will mention it in the app. Then each and every person who has been recently in their proximity will be alerted about a possible COVID-19 exposure. From then onwards, the local government might advise to get tested for COVID or stay in quarantine. The authorities can in real time keep in track of possible hotspots and introduce regulations in those areas to reduce community spread.
The most recent and exciting advancement in this area is Google and Apple has teamed up to introduce contact tracing to iOS and Android phones, even without installing a separate app. This functionality is also released as Exposure Notification API, which can be used by app developers to build contact tracing apps. Google's and Apple's solution seems to be the most privacy respecting choice. Remember the unique Bluetooth address for each phone? In Google's and Apple's implementation, each device will be assigned a new code every 15 minutes. This is to ensure anonymity. When a person is diagnosed with COVID-19, all the codes sent out from his phone is uploaded to a public database. Other phones can do a daily scan of this public database and see if they have come across this anonymous infected person. This way, the list of devices you have come across doesn't leave your phone.
For this technology to be effective, at least half of the population should use it. This is where Google and Apple has an edge. These companies together operate almost all existing smartphones. As it is rolled out as an OS update, it will be shipped to billions of phones. The best feature obviously is that it requires only Bluetooth and does not use GPS tracking, protecting your anonymity. Latest Bluetooth technology uses very low battery power.
Even within this limited period of lockdown, we already started feeling the economic impacts. We need to start opening up for businesses and commercial activities. Experts say COVID-19 is to stay till an effective vaccine is developed, which takes time. Economies will take a hit by then. So we need to get back to a normal life, still protecting everyone from COVID-19. Total isolation and social distancing should give way to smarter social distancing. Digital contact tracing is the way to make it possible.
For these technologies to be effective, participation is required. Listen to your local health authorities about these apps or technologies they suggest. Technology has made things so easy for us, but without our cooperation, it does not work. Bluetooth should be switched on. Anytime you test positive, we should share the information on the app. Let us know your suggestions in the comments below. And if you find this information useful, don't forget to click the like button and share with your family and friends. And do subscribe to our channel with the bell icon. See you soon with another video.